look at my mail system literally hundreds of times a day because in a half a second I'm reading my mail. So let's take a look at this first mail message. Here's all of the mail messages I've gotten, and I can look at a list of them. I have 12 of them here. And the one that's highlighted shows its contents down below. Here's a picture of the person, in this case Rich Page, who sent the mail message, the date and the time that it was sent, and some other buttons over here that let me do some pretty neat things, which we'll go into in just a sec. Now, this message sent by Rich shows me the layout, or a picture, I guess a diagram, of our new SCSI connector. And I can smoothly scroll through it. And notice that in our mail system, we can put PostScript of any font, any size. We can put any color diagrams in, created by PostScript drawing programs or other types of drawing programs, and we just send it. Let's take a look at the next one. Bob Longo has sent us a mail message about a new office space.
I sent you brilliance in a BNG file. You sent me silence. Let's talk. I hit send with a SCSI dream, connector clean like a laser beam. You were out there changing fate, I was in the lab serving plain. Blueprints tight like apple shell, but you ghosted me, what the hell? I ain't mad, I'm just confused. You dropped the mic, I dropped the fuse. Deep thoughts, you left me on red, while I was building tech instead. Your inbox was a black hole zone, my diagram died alone. I gave you gold, you gave me shade, now I'm the ghost that jobs made. I mapped the pins, I drew the flow, you dropped iPods, I dropped yo. I waited long, I stayed composed, but your reply forever closed. I'm not asking for a keynote spot, just a nice worker, thanks a lot. But you were busy changing lives, while I was deep in data drives. You had the turtleneck, the stage, the fame. I had the cables, the grit, the game. But one thing's clear in this tech charade, you never replied to Rich Page. Steve Jobs, you left me on red, while I was building tech instead. Your inbox was a black hole zone, my diagram died alone. I gave you gold, you gave me shade, now I'm the ghost that Jobs made.
And now, prepare for Oblation Comics Live with your host and co-host, Vinny and Christina Appenzeller! All right, and welcome to Oblation Comics Live. I am your host, Vinny, and today we got a very exciting episode because I got some updates on Arbiter. As you guys can see, I'm wearing my nice tie, and as you guys know, I only wear this tie on special occasions. Also, I'm wearing my probably most celebratory shirt, it says USA on there, because we got something to celebrate today. So, special occasion, celebrating. What could it be? Well, I'm about to show you guys right now. Let's see if I can share my screen here. Share screen. So, as you guys know, I am the creator of Arbiter. This is a comic book that I've been working on tirelessly, and it is officially over 50% funded. Can you believe that, guys? 35 backers, thank you so much. We have $2,820 raised, over 56% to our $5,000 goal. This is amazing. This is definitely worth celebrating, I would say. So I poured a little glass of coffee, and we're going to celebrate. So thank you guys. If you haven't backed yet, please consider backing Arbiter. Again, this is fundmycomic.com/Arbiter. You can look at the link in the description. And I think we got Christina on. Hello, Christina. Welcome to this show here. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning.
Glad you can make it.
Yeah.
So, did you hear the big news?
You gotta give me a hint.
Okay, so we are Oh, am I not showing? What is going on with StreamYard here? Okay, I'm gonna remove this. What?
56.
Oh, you see it now? You see it? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why it wasn't
Oh,
showing up. So yeah, we are officially past 50%,
Let's
which
go.
means everybody who ordered a physical copy will get this cool little Arbiter sticker. This is the Arbiter logo. Everyone gets one, and I will start printing those soon. But yeah, so 56%. We got $2,820 to our $5,000 goal. And so it's very exciting. Thank you so much for everyone who backed the project. And what's really exciting for me is, am I still sharing this, by the way? Can you still see?
Yeah.
You can see what's going on? Okay, because it's all on my screen for some reason. Just in case, hold on. I'm going to just remove it. Okay. All right. So, hey, is that your dog in the back?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to just mute real quick? All right. Just so I don't have to yell over your puppy. So, okay. Oh, yeah. So 35 back. So what's really amazing here is the fact that this is brand new. Like, nobody knows who I am. Nobody knows. Like, I don't have an audience. I have this show, which is nice, and we're growing. Like, we average about 70 views throughout the week, which is really, really cool. Thank you guys for watching. Most people can't catch it live, obviously, because it's 8. I could barely, and Christina could barely catch it live. So I understand the hours are early, but thank you guys for watching. Also, yeah, so like, for not having an audience, for not having any kind of following, or I don't know, nobody to raise that amount of money for this project is, I think, something worth celebrating. Henceforth, why I am wearing my tie and my celebratory shirt. So if you guys are interested, if you guys have not backed yet, actually, I'm going to do something I haven't done before. I'm going to play this little teaser trailer. Can I do that for you guys?
Darkness creeping like a shadow, demons crawling from the gallows, spirits wander through the meadows, there's no light inside. Hear the battle in the distance, screams of war. Oh, can you listen? Heavy chains, they are a prison. Are you free or a slave to the fight? Are you a lover or are you a liar? Are you a sinner or are you a fighter? Are you the hunted or are you the hunter? Are you a demon or are you a savior? Find yourself, don't be afraid, there's a light beyond the flames. Angels, they are calling your name as you run into the fight. Rise from the ashes, rise from the graves, rise to your purpose, rise from the pain, rise up from anger, rise from the shame, rise to the occasion, and say, are you a lover or are you a liar? Are you a sinner or are you a fighter? Are you the hunted or are you the hunter? Are you a demon or are you a savior?
Look, there's us. All right. If your puppy stopped barking, you could unmute now.
It's unmuted.
Oh, okay, cool.
I had to yell at him.
All right, so that was Arbiter. So I will say this, though, that is an old trailer. I do have to make a new one because I did update the lettering. As you can see, it looks a lot better. So I have to showcase the new lettering. But yeah, so if you guys are interested in Arbiter, a little bit about it, which later on in the show, I will do a character reveal. So stay tuned till the end, and you'll see what I've been working on. But a little bit about it. It is a 24-page comic book. It's the first issue of 3, which encompasses the first story arc. And it's about basically cosmic, mythic story blended with a urban noir. I'll talk probably about a little bit more of my influences later on in the episode because I did some reading. Not comic books. I didn't have time to go to the comic book shop this week, excuse me. But I'll show you what I've been reading, and you'll know some of my influences. So I kind of blend those two separate things, and I blend it so well together. It's like a smoothie. I have like, or I don't know, peanut butter and jelly. Do you drink smoothies? I don't really drink smoothies, but it's like, peanut butter and jelly. Cosmic, noir, and urban. Or no, cosmic and urban noir together. It's beautiful. I made a beautiful thing here. So if you guys are interested, $5 for a digital comic, only $8 for a physical copy. And then if you want it signed, scroll down here, $12. Again, it's all plus shipping. And we got these two cool posters for $15. And if you want everything, it's $60. Everything signed is $70. So, Christina, how much will you be willing to pay for for your soul being enriched with great story? How much would you pay? Would you pay like maybe $100, $200, maybe even $1,000? Well, Christina, you don't have to pay that much money. $8 for our enriching story. That
It's like a coffee.
Yeah. It's like a coffee. It's like going to the vending machine and getting something that will probably slowly kill you. But instead of doing that, you can buy this and be enriched. So what do you think about that, Christina? Do you think that's a good deal?
Well worth it.
Well worth it. I'm going to stop sharing the screen now. So that is Arbiter. There's a lot more to come. There's a lot more to come, I should say. This is a story that could go on for years and years and years and years. There's so much material, so much depth, and I'm excited to share it with you guys. Please back the project. The link is in the description below. And also, I haven't been saying this, but like this stream, subscribe, comment. I want to hear your thoughts. I feel like when you watch this video, when people watch, they're just so enthralled with our conversations and into this, like you forget to do that. So don't forget to do that. Like and subscribe, and enjoy the rest of the show. So Christina, have you been reading anything this week?
So I started, there was like, I saw someone and they put like Solo Leveling #2, right? Like a recent anime. And they, for #1, put Gachikuda. Gachikuda. Yeah. So I started that.
What is that?
So it's basically like this guy in like this garbage world. Well, there's like a really fancy world, and then there's like a cutoff and a bunch of like trash people that kind of got cast off. And then there's like at the end of that, there's like nothing. It's like a black hole or whatever. And he's like got cast into it, and he's like fighting garbage monsters. So.
You know what? I think someone was telling me about that. It's new, right?
Yeah, I like the art. I only watched 2 episodes, but I still like Solo Leveling more right now.
You know what? That actually I think is on my list. So like I'm reading, or I haven't read this week, but I've read Dogsid, that hockey one. So that's on my list. I think that's going to get better. But that one that you just described is also on my list. Someone was telling me about that, and they said they really liked it. So I'll get to it.
The art is cool.
Yeah, I'm probably going to read it, though. I'm probably not going to watch it. It's just faster for me to read things than to watch things.
But you're missing out on so much,
I know.
Vibes.
I know.
Because they add music. You like music.
Yeah, I'm probably still going to read it, though.
Okay.
I'll have music in my head. But you know what I've been reading? So check this out. This is the complete ghost stories by Charles Dickens.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I've been reading.
Is such a cool.
It is. So like this. So there's a bunch of short stories, and you know how much I like ghost stories. Christmas time. One of my traditions is I have a Victorian collection of ghost stories that I will read to myself, but I'll read them each night. They're short, so you can read one a night.
Out loud?
No.
Okay.
No. My family, I don't think, could handle me reading it out loud to them. But yeah, so this one is just a collection of short stories by Charles Dickens. And so I've been reading this one called The Haunted Man and the Ghost's Bargain. Okay. And so this actually was part of my inspiration. I like Charles Dickens. He's very, very heavy on descriptions, like almost to a fault. Hey, you can hear me okay, right? By the way, I don't even. Okay, cool. All right. So Charles Dickens, he's very, very descriptive. But I really like this story. I've never read this before. Actually, I haven't read, I don't think, any of his ghost stories other than The Christmas Carol, which is a classic. I do read that every Christmas. You're familiar with that one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Ebenezer Scrooge. It's a great story. But so this one is about this guy, Mr. Redlaw. That's his name, Mr. Redlaw. And he's like a chemistry professor. And he is like tormented by painful memories. And so one night he is visited by a ghostly reflection of himself. It's like a double. And he offers him like a supernatural bargain, basically to erase all sorrowful memories and grant him the power to do the same for others. What would you do in that situation? If you saw like a ghostly Christina, and she's like, hey, I can erase all sorrowful memories from you, and I'll give you the power to do that for everybody else. What would you do? Would you take that offer?
Yeah.
You would?
I'd be like, is it better on the other side?
Well, this is what Mr. Redlaw did too. He accepts the bargain, but check this out. There's a twist here, Christina.
Oh, no.
There's consequences, and the consequences are dire, okay? So as he spreads forgetfulness, right, you don't remember any of, the sorrowful things. Those around him not only lose their pain, but also their compassion, their warmth, their humanity.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So the emotional, numbness leads to coldness and cruelty, right? So mysterious, and this is where I stopped reading. I haven't finished the story yet, but there's a mysterious, like, ragged child who starts following him. And I think, again, I haven't read the story, I haven't finished it, but I'm pretty sure that's that symbolizes like what was left, the childlikeness that was left behind now is like nagging him and like following him, but it's silence. Like this child doesn't speak, but he follows around and witnesses all the damage that's being done. So again, I don't know how it ends yet, but it's a pretty good story. I like it. It's not like scary ghost story. It's more of like there's different kinds of ghost stories. Like there's the type of ghost story that is a lesson, being like Christmas Carol, right? Ebenezer Scrooge learning how to have compassion, and the ghost is teaching them these lessons. Then there's like the vengeful ghosts that's like, out for revenge because like someone killed them in this life and they can't let it go or whatever. So there's different kinds of ghost stories. This is obviously more of the teaching one, but I like it. It's fun.
I didn't know you were so traditional, like on Halloween and stuff.
I know. I like traditions.
And Christmas, look at you.
I like traditions. They bring a certain, I don't know, funness, believe it or not.
Do you light like a pumpkin spice candle while you read that?
I have one behind me right now. You can't see it. Now, I didn't get it, and my wife got it. Okay, so, but yeah. So anyway, I like it. I'll probably read a few more before Halloween. Also, again, I have to watch The Innocents. That's my tradition. Halloween night, I'll be watching that. But yeah, so that's honestly the only thing I've been reading. This week has been so busy. It's been crazy. My son has a soccer, we do soccer. So I will play on a team, or he will play on a team. And it's tough watching 4-year-olds play soccer, Christina. I didn't realize I was going to be that
He's
dad.
so young for that.
I know. I didn't realize I was going to be that dad on the sideline, yelling, let's go, but that's who I am now. So my son is so silly all of the time. Like, he can't focus or be serious for more than 15 seconds. And so I'm trying to watch him play soccer, and he leads all of his teammates to play tag instead of soccer, in the middle of the game. So him and all of his team and the other team start playing tag while they're doing the soccer game. Whistles are going off. Coach is like, guys, the ball. And I'm just like, my son's the ringleader of all this. So,
oh
you know,
gosh,
we have to have like
so funny.
we had to have to talk afterwards. I'm like, Dad, you're here to play soccer. You're not playing tag.
Time and place for tag.
Yeah, for real. So we're learning that. But yeah, so I know we had a busy week, but it was good. How's your week, by the way? I didn't ask you. Sorry about that.
Oh gosh, so rough. It was so rough. I'm so tired.
Yeah, like how so? That doesn't sound good.
I'm trying to catch up on because we're actually doing a competition. Well, not like it's not a competition. It's like to be able to enroll in this. It's like this class for. It's in Utah. It's like for script writing and like turning it into like a movie and stuff.
Oh,
but me and
wow.
Danielle, you could like join as duos. Danielle's like my writer and I'm like the artist, so we're like trying to work on that. And so I was doing that, and then at work, he changed like everything again. So
Okay. Now I know what you're talking about. Nobody else does, but you don't have to go into detail. But I know exactly what you're talking about.
So my job's like really weird. It's just like a weird job. So it changed again. So it was like you know, had different, and it was like a lot.
I know. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, you don't have to go into more detail. I get it.
Yeah.
Been there, done that. But okay. Yeah, sorry you had a rough week. That's hopefully things will go up from here. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, stay positive.
Ooh.
Okay. So there's something I did want to talk about though, because I forgot I did read comic books, and part of the title that I don't want to forget is Christina. We have to help our boy out, Christina. We got to fix Nightwing. Okay. I read Nightwing, and
no, you didn't.
I did. I'm actually caught up on Nightwing. I forgot I did that like last week after the show. I read all of Nightwing.
All of it?
Well, I mean, there's like five issues that I read. It's like, which is like the story arc. And I'm convinced that nobody knows what to do with Nightwing at DC. Like, they're just like, what do we do with this character? He's Batman Light. And they treat him like Batman Light. And he's not, Christina.
He's not.
He's not. So we got to help our boy out. Now, you know, I grew up with Nightwing. Yeah, you know, we've had conversations. I was boy wonder when I was a kid. I remember being a kid and tying my mom's towel around my neck, jumping off the bed, being Robin. That was who I was. Okay, not many people know that about me, but I was Robin. And so I grew up with Robin as a character, and then found out, oh, he grows up and becomes Nightwing. I just have an emotional attachment to this character. Is he my favorite hero? Superman is. He's the greatest. And, you know, there's no argument against that. It is what it is. The sky is blue, water is wet, Superman's the greatest. But Nightwing will always, always, always have a special place in my heart because I grew up with him. He was my guy for so long. With that being said, we have to help him out, Christina. We have to fix him. I have ideas. I have a lot of great ideas. And Jim Lee, I know you listen to the show. We have a few viewers right now. I know you're one of them. So you have to write this down. Help our boy out here. Here's how you fix it. First of all, do you know what's going on at all in Nightwing? So I haven't read Nightwing since like Rebirth.
I dropped it. Yeah, after that, he got that girl pregnant, the rainbow hair.
Yeah, who knows where he's going? Nobody knows what to do with this character. So I think that's probably around when I stopped too, to be honest with you. And I read Titans. So that's just two books.
Yeah.
He's got Nightwing and Titans. Those are the two main Nightwing books.
Mm-hmm.
And Titans, he's not even the leader anymore. It's Donna Troy, which is fine, you know, but he's been sidelined pretty much entirely. He's like the guy in the background that does karate, and that's what he does in Titans, which is sad, you know, because it's like, dude, the disrespect. So let's back up here. The story right now, Nightwing, is kind of bizarre. Do you know who Batmite is?
No idea.
So Batmite is like this character from the fifth dimension. It's Goofy. He's a character from the fifth dimension who is obsessed with Batman. Mr. Pixelwix or something like that is the Superman version. That was the original one, where he was obsessed with Superman and like he would play games with Superman, but he could do anything. He could turn people into goats. Like, he can bend all of reality to his whims. And he's kind of just like a goofy. It was supposed to be like just a fun, goofy kind of Superman story. Now Batman has Batmite, which is basically the same thing. Fifth dimension, goofy Batman kind of villain, but like he's just like a kid basically with reality bending powers. Well, now there's I think Nightmite. I think that's his name. He's the same kind of thing. He's obsessed with Nightwing, fifth dimensional character, and like that's what Nightwing's kind of like going through right now. Is like, you know, Nightmite turned into like, I don't know if you knew this, but the original Nightwing came from Krypton. Like, he was like a superhero on Krypton.
What?
Yeah, Superman actually was one who inspired Robin to become Nightwing. I don't know if you knew that, but
no,
yeah,
because his parents died at the circus.
Well, that's what makes him Robin. That's what Batman adopts him, becomes Robin. But and he was Robin as a Teen Titan. And so then what made him transition into Nightwing was a story Superman told him about a hero on Krypton.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So this Nightmite character turns into that Nightwing on Krypton. And he has like, or something weird like that. This Nightmite turns someone out. Oh, no. Okay. Sorry. It's very complicated and very silly. Nightmite turns one of these gang members that Nightwing is trying to save into Nightwing from Krypton. And so now there's like almost like a kind of duo between Nightwing and Nightwing from Krypton that is like a gang member child that's like innocent or whatever, that Nightwing has to like kind of like mentor and train into becoming a hero. That's kind of the story. All right, so here's how we fix Nightwing. Here's my idea. Okay, Jim Lee, I need you to write this down. Okay, Nightwing, Dick Grayson, has to marry Barbara Gordon, and they have to have kids. Okay, Nightwing's a family man. That's going to separate him from all the other Bat Family characters. Nobody in the Bat Family is married.
No.
Yeah, or has kids or anything. So you're going to give him a family, and you're going to reintroduce, ready for this, the Flying Graysons, right? He's going to have 2 kids, maybe twins, boy and a girl. Barbara Gordon.
You lost me.
No, I'm telling you. And they're going to travel. They're going to leave Gotham, Bloodhaven. They're going to travel the world as the Flying Graysons to try to revamp their old family thing, okay? And you got to give them a rogues gallery, okay? All around the world. You talk about like Tokyo. You're talking about, Chicago. You're talking about, wherever. They're traveling around the world as Oracle and Nightwing with a family dynamic of, reinstituting this Flying Graysons Act. I'm telling you, and also, here's what it's going to do. You're going to remove them from Gotham City. So Batman's not going to have Oracle. Batman's not going to have Nightwing. So you're going to have to make Batman more like Batman and less like Bat Dad. Because that's another big problem. Batman's become Bat Dad. And I'm not a big fan of Bat Dad. He's like trying to teach lessons to all the Robins and all the Batgirls and all like, dude, you're supposed to be vengeance. Like, nobody is afraid of you anymore because you're like dad. I love my dad.
That's good.
So anyway, I think if you give Nightwing a family, give him something to do outside of Gotham, like do the Flying Graysons.
But what if he becomes a policeman again? Like, he has a family, and then his job gets like transferred.
I mean, you're just limited. Like, you can do anything with traveling as a Flying Graysons. Like, you're not bound by anything, right? You like with the police, you're limited by law.
But circuses are going down,
Exactly, that gives them conflict. How do you make a circus fun when kids are just playing video games, right? That's something that like can give him depth as a character. Like, man, this isn't working out, but this is part of my family. I want my kids to have the same life I did. You know what I mean? Like, it gives them more character, in my opinion. And I think Jim Lee, if you're listening to this, I think you're going to like this idea. But it also harkens to, remember, I think it was in the New 52 when he became Grayson and he was like a super cop, like a 007.
Yeah.
I love that series. It wasn't
too.
It wasn't like my all-time favorite, like a top, but it was really, really, really good. You could do the same thing. You could bring him back to be like a super cop. He can still be Nightwing, but like make him like a James Bond Nightwing kind of thing where he travels and he takes down like, government conspiracy kind of things.
That would
that
be
are
cool.
that are like world at stake kind of thing. So you can level him up instead of doing like alleyway, you know, crime with like stupid rogues gallery. You could actually give him higher stakes that are like governments toppling and like all that kind of stuff. So anyway, I think that's how you fix Nightwing, because whatever's
As
going
long
on
as
right
they
now.
have cool costumes and it's not
Yeah,
like,
of course. And a good rogues gallery that goes beyond like Batman like characters. Like I don't want Nightwing fighting, you know, the teddy bear gang. Like that is dumb. And that's who he fights. He fights a teddy bear gang.
wait, actually.
No, that's literally, yeah, that's the thing.
Oh,
They're all just like goofy nonsense kind of stuff that nobody takes him seriously. Even in Titans. No, I'm sorry. In his own series, the Justice League comes in because remember you have this like fake Kryptonian now, Nightwing, the original one, kind of running loose, and then the Justice League steps in and Nightwing's like, "Hey, you're gonna need our help, kid." Like it was like he's never gonna grow past being Batman light when they treat him like this. It's like why can't he do it on his own? I mean, he eventually does, but like the fact that they have to come in and intervene was just like this guy, man. He ain't ever gonna grow up. But he will if he marries Barbara Gordon and have kids. That'll grow him up. Trust me.
No one knows Nightwing. All the writers, I feel like they don't know him, you know?
Yeah, but I do. But I do,
You know
Jim.
him, yeah.
Jim, I know him. Okay? All right. So that's how we fix Nightwing. Christina, so you're not 100% sold on my idea. What ideas do you have to fix Nightwing? You say make him a cop?
Make him a super cop. I like what you're saying about like the spies and stuff.
Okay.
I do think he should get married though to Barbara. I like that idea.
Of course. Yeah.
And I think that I think it would be interesting even if some of like, because when you're a cop and you're working with like spies and you also go against a lot of like, I feel like he would like even butt heads with like Justice League and stuff because like they're like his missions come from like corporate, you know?
Yeah, the problem though is like lately Nightwing has been basically part of the gangs, like against the cops. Like he's like not really hero anymore. He's more of like
Really? Like
kind
vigilante?
Yeah, I mean
Anti-hero?
Yeah, pretty much. Like the
That's
cops
crazy.
I mean, granted, the writing is like the cops are the bad guys, and so the gangs are the innocent people. And so he's kind of like, stop, you know, it's just nobody knows what to do. Remember when they tried to make him like Robin Hood? Do you remember that? Where it's like, that's not.
I feel like he's more like Captain America, you know what I mean? Like vibes, like personality.
To me, he's like, he's more of like Spider-Man. Like he's like the DC's. Yeah, I think so. But anyway, that's how you fix them. You heard it here. So Jim, get to it. Are you ready for my character reveal for Arbiter?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll be honest with you. I totally forgot that I was going to be doing this week. So I did this last night. I stayed up pretty late making this picture here. But this is Elias Wren.
Cool.
Zoom in a little bit. Yeah. So Elias Wren. So you will see him on issue 3. He is a pretty unique character. So he's a relic hunter. Did I explain relics in Arbiter? I don't think I did.
You did like loosely,
did?
but you should do it again.
Okay. So in my comic Arbiter, a brief history. So Arbiters, to remind you guys, they drop their power from the 5th dimension. We just talked about that in Nightwing. My 5th dimension is more real. It's not like whimsical, silly. It's like a real thing. And so the Arbiter and Lightkeepers, generally speaking, they drop power from the 5th dimension. And that's so basically they become beings of the 5th dimension. So they could see the past, present, and future of anything that they look at. They're not affected by the laws that bind us. So they could fly. They could, arbiters who are trained can even pass through time and space. They're not bound by anything for a period of time. All right. So now there are things called relics. These are things that arbiters use. They're basically common items, but they're infused with power from the 5th dimension. So, for example, a little lantern. There's a relic that reveals with 5th dimensional light cracks and rifts in our world. When you hold up the lantern, it like kind of illuminates all the things that we wouldn't be able to see normally. All right, so there's things like that all around the world that are, again, relics that arbiters use as tools to help them accomplish their mission, which is to mend the cracks and rifts and keep breakers, the monsters coming in, keep them out and fight them. That's basically what relics are. So Elias, I'll show you here, he is a relic hunter. He travels the world kind of like a nomad and tries to find these relics. I'm not going to tell you why, but you could think of him more as like a Constantine. You know who Constantine is from DC? Mm-hmm. He doesn't care at all about the war between arbiters and breakers. All he really wants is like the relics, and he's found a way to escape this realm. So like he'll be safe no matter what happens, whether the arbiters heal it, whether the breakers destroy it, he's safe. And that's really all he cares about is like, hey, I'm after me and my own. I don't care about all this kind of stuff. He does have a power though. He fell into the fourth dimension briefly through one of his relics that he found. He actually gained access to the fourth dimension, and you can't survive if you're of this realm. You can't survive in the other realm. So he quickly got pulled out, but he was changed because of that. And he has this ability now where he can command shadows, where if there's a fifth dimensional light, he can manipulate those shadows cast by fifth dimensional light.
That's cool. So
let's, for example, if an arbiter goes into arbiter mode, right, he becomes a fifth dimension, and he casts light. Elias, the shadows formed from that, he can manipulate entirely. He can do whatever he wants.
That's cool.
Yeah, and so that's kind of his power, which is unique to him because he entered the fourth dimension. He got pulled out before, he kind of exploded, or like not really explode, but he kind of disintegrate when you go there. So his DNA was altered, and that's his ability. He can also access this shadow verse, the shadow universe that's kind of in between the fourth dimension and third dimension. It's like a thin layer between, and that's where he escapes to, where he believes he's safe, and so it doesn't matter what happens in this realm to him. And so he's kind of like a selfish kind of anti-hero.
That's what I was gonna ask. Is he like?
Yeah, he's out for himself. But things change in the third issue when you do meet him. You witness his ability. He knows a lot more than our main character Chris does, because remember, Chris, his mentor disappeared. He never was really taught the knowledge of all of this stuff. He was taught how to handle himself, to contain the power, but he was never taught about arbiters, about the war, about any of that stuff. So Elias, being a relic hunter, he's very knowledgeable about all this kind of stuff. So there's a mentor kind of thing with Elias and Chris, where Elias kind of doesn't want it, but Chris is very demanding. So you'll see him come out in issue 3. He's a really cool character. He's a Brit. He's like that British humor.
I like it.
Yeah. So you can look forward.
He looks British too.
I tried my best. I mean, again, I'm not like a professional artist here. I'm no Jason Fabik or Kenneth Rogaford, but I did try my best, and I like it. But you can see more of him in Arbiter. So what do you think?
Yes.
So last time, just to recap, we revealed Charlie Cross. Remember him?
He's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're revealing more and more characters, and there's plenty more. So I'm thinking probably once a month to reveal a brand new character. What do you think about that?
I like that.
Okay. Yeah, because there's so many more to come. I do have one more thing to show you, and this is going to be on my Subscribe Star. So I'm not going to. This is not related to Arbiter. Christina, I'm always working. I'm always working on something. I'm 3 issues ahead of Arbiter. I'm waiting for this one to fund, which, by the way, again, guys, fundmycomic.com/Arbiter. Go back it. 56% funded. I need it 100% funded. So go do that now. But I'm always working on something, Christina. It's not just the Arbiter. I'm 3 issues ahead of Arbiter, so I'm taking a small break and writing Arbiter. I already got 3 story arcs structured of Arbiter. So I'm like way ahead, and I need this first issue to fund. But I'm also writing other things, Christina. You want to know what one of those things is?
Yeah, let's see.
Actually, before I do that, I have an update on my writing competition. I forgot to mention. All right, so for those of you who missed the last episode, I did a live reading of this horror story that I wrote for this competition. It is called Beyond the Wrought Iron Door. I can probably link the story in the description. I'm not going to do another live reading, but I could probably link it in the description after the show. But I won 2 trophies. Yeah, they're like little digital trophies. Now that doesn't mean I like won the competition, but that means that a few judges who read it already liked it and gave me little trophies. So that's exciting. So I think the first week of November, I will know if I move on to the next stage in the competition or not. So I will keep you updated on that.
2 trophies, that's good.
Yeah, one was for pacing. The other one was for prose. They liked my prose. So, yeah, so that was exciting. All right, so now with that out of the way, check this out. So this is a concept, right? This isn't like something that is fully developed here, but I've been wanting to write something for like preteens, you know, like from like 9 years old to like 13, 14. Mm-hmm. And I think I got an idea here. Look at this.
He looks so cool.
So this, I think I might have mentioned this to you like years ago, but I'm picking it back up. It's called Bada Bang. You remember me talking about that? No, Bada Bang. So this is like Pokemon meets robots kind of idea, where like this world you have these things called core sparks, which are like AI that you insert into like these robot frames, and basically they come to life and they grow with their human companion. So like they evolve and move in ways that the human grows and evolves and moves. So there's a lot of different customization options as far as like frames, armors, weapons, and growth paths. So like bravery would be like a growth path. I mean, he'll grow like in that area, or fear, whatever. Like however that human is growing and evolving, this robot grows with it, and stuff like that. So it's a classic shonen kind of concept that I'm working with, and I got a structure there. Again, nothing's finalized here, but I'm thinking of doing like a web comic that I'll just put up there, Bada Bang. And
I like the name.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. But yeah, so this is just like proof of concept.
Cool animation.
Yeah, like so the style I was going for was like Mega Man, Sonic, and like Astro Boy kind of art style. So yeah, the main character I got is Kenny Sparks.
I like the name.
Kenny Sparks, and then this is Rory. He's like a robot fire lion. So yeah, I've been doing a little bit of that. It's just been fun, just like thinking of what I would like if I'm basically writing to myself as like a 10-year-old or 11-year-old. Like,
do you remember those like that robot show we watched on like YouTube? It was like with little robots and they would fight each other.
Yeah. Oh, Metabots.
Yeah.
So it's similar to that, but it's also different enough.
Do they fight at all? Is it like a fighting thing?
Yeah, well, there's different things. There's racing. Like, so one of the characters is all into racing. And so there's like bot races. There's, battles. There's design competitions of like who can have like the coolest,
I like that.
So it's like a world, but like there's a, the main bad guy that I'm thinking of is like a group called the Nullers, and they're pretty much trying to make all the robots like weapons and like all take out the individuality and make them all kind of standard weapons to fight and basically take over the world. Classic shonen, take over the world with these bots. And so these kids want to keep their friends, their companions, keep them themselves. They saw the horror of what a standardized bot looks like. It's just a mindless drone, and they don't want Rory to become, a mindless drone. So they're kind of protecting.
Wait, I wanna watch this. We'll read
So
it.
yeah, that's kind of the idea. But I guess it is kind of similar to Metabots in the sense that they do battle. But I like it, and I'm going to keep doing it. It's
cute. I like it.
Yeah, it's fun. So that's what I've been working on. Also, I was thinking, Christina, that instead of doing character reveals of just Arbiter, you remember Pulse?
Yes.
You remember Plague of Flesh?
No.
The horror one that I was working on?
Yes, I've been begging you to release that on
Okay.
Halloween.
So I think I might do like a reveal of other stories that I would love to start working on, but I need Arbiter to get funded, guys. I'm giving out gold here, and I need to keep doling this stuff out to you guys, because again, the world out there. When I think about the world, Christina, I think of poor little Johnny. You know, little Johnny, he is just like famished, starving for good stories. I think about his little malnourished ears and mind and heart that are just like, how do I get this out to little Johnny? How do I do it? I need you guys to help me get this funded so I can tell little Johnny that, hey, there's food for you. I got a feast, little Johnny. Come over. I got Arbiter. I got Bada Bang. I got Pulse. I got a feast. Be fed.
Do you still have all the drawings you could show them too? Like
no, I do. No. Okay, I do, but I'm not going to show those. I'm going to do.
Show the Plague one. It brings it to life.
I will do updated versions of them. How about that? Because it's like high school, or like right after high school.
And you could say that.
No, I'll just do update. I mean, granted, I didn't get much better since high school, but I'll do updated ones that they're like current and stuff like that, because things did change since then. I know we're talking about like years and years ago, so things did change. But yeah, I will start doing that just to introduce more. But if you want to follow, I've been thinking of like putting actually more info out there, and if you want to follow more of that, I'm going to be putting that on my Subscribe Star, just like other projects that I would love to work on and character designs and all that kind of stuff. So if that interests any of you guys, check out my Subscribe Star. I do have to get better with posting because I'm so busy.
Wait, do you mean your Discord?
Oh, I forgot. I do have a Discord too. No, so my Subscribe Star is something, it's like a Patreon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I do have a Discord too. Thank you for reminding me. I have so many things. I need somebody to do all this for me, Christina. Somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll find somebody. Don't worry, we'll find someone. But yeah, I just got so much going on with like family life. I work. Speaking of, I gotta get to work soon. But let me ask you something, Christina. Would Wednesday nights around like 9 o'clock at night be better for you? Do a show, or would that be worse?
I think it might be worse.
Okay, we'll keep it as it is, because I was thinking about it as I was rushing home after dropping my daughter off from school. Well, hey, what about Wednesday nights? But if that's worse for you, this is fine.
Maybe we could do like a Saturday thing. I feel like because most people are off and stuff.
Saturday night, maybe like around 9 or 10.
Yeah.
Okay, that might work, as long as my kids are sleeping and not running around, because they will show up here and here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, we'll talk about that. Maybe we'll move the show to Saturday nights, because I'm sure we'll get more viewers that time anyway.
Yeah.
And it'll be nice to communicate with some of the people watching too, just like have their input and do all that fun stuff. Oh, before I forget, Christina, look at this. Look at this. You know what this is?
No.
I don't either. It's a mystery box.
What's in it?
Oops. I'm going to open it right now. There's 50 comic books. I found this new store that I never knew existed. It's called Second and Charlie's. And it was like probably the coolest store I've ever been to. It's got guitars. It's got pianos. It's got comic books. It's got regular books. It's got everything. Got games, video games, board games, card games, literally everything you could think of. And it's got these mystery boxes, Christina. So when I saw it, I'm like, I'm getting it. And so I'm going to reveal some of these. I don't know if we're going to have time to do all of them. But the first one, this is cool. Look at this. This is Cable.
Cable?
Yeah, from the X-Men. You don't know who Cable is?
No.
He's like from the future. Do they have the names? Okay, so this is... Man, what's the date on this? I thought they had the dates. All right, I'm just going to go through quickly then. I don't see... This is June 2nd. 1983. Cable.
Dang.
Then we got Wildstorm. Image Comics. This was February 3rd. Man, I need my glasses. I was told not to wear glasses on stream, so I can't really see anything. I said, should I wear glasses on stream? They said no, because it makes you look smart, and then people are going to figure out that you're not, and then they're going to think that you're deceiving everybody. I got Cross. I've never read this before. This is by Dark Horse Comics. Cross. Sorry for the glare. Check that one out. Let's see if there's anything cool. I'll show all the cool ones here. You know, a lot of these are cool. Look at this one. This one's, ever heard of this one? The Agency. Yeah, the glare's really bad.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool stuff in here. There's Bloodshot. Again. 10. Yeah, so because we're running out of time, I don't have really time to show everything. Plus the glare is really bad. I'll have to figure out something next time. But I think I might pick up another. There's
a lot in there.
I know. There's 50 comic books.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, it's $25. Battle of the Planets.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that looks interesting.
Yeah. This is
You
again
should read that
Image.
one.
Yeah, I'm probably going to read as many as I can when I have time to. But anyway, yeah, it looks like there's a lot of cool stuff. I don't see any Action Comics #1 or Amazing Fantasy #15. So I'm a little disappointed. I was expecting the first issue of Fantastic Four, and I spent $25. I was expecting at least $30 million. But it looks like I'm going to have to get another mystery box and see if they're going to have Action Comics 1 in there. If not, I'm going to be upset. I'm going to return it and be like, hey, there's no Action Comics 1 in here that's worth like, I don't know, $20 million. So all in all, looks like there's a lot of cool stuff in here, but I'm not a millionaire yet. But we'll keep looking, though. I think we're going to open this on stream one day, and it'll be the last stream we ever do because I'll be living
See
in
ya.
some other island. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, Christina, I'm sorry to say it is time for us to go. As fun as today was, all things must come to an end. But I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your week. And everybody who's watching, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. And see you guys next week, same time and same place. All right, bye, guys.
Bye.